We now know who took the life of a gas station clerk nearly 3 weeks ago, what police say led up to that fatal night, what happened to the suspect after.
And Davenport mayoral candidates answer hard questions, what they say about affordable housing and gun violence.
Live from the Local 4 News Studios, this is Fox 18 News at 7 in high definition.
Good morning, everybody, on this Wednesday morning. I'm Redrick Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Ikomoni. Thanks for watching Fox 18 News at 7. Let's get started with your local news, beginning with our top story. Bettendorf police say 21-year-old Manuel Rangel of Genoa, Illinois, is the man responsible for killing store clerk Brittany Wilson nearly 3 weeks ago at the Big Ten Mart in an attempted armed robbery.
Bettendorf Police Chief Keith Kimball says Rangel started on a downward spiral the day of the murder. It started in DeKalb County, where he burglarized an animal shelter to get his dog. He then drove to Bettendorf, and police say that's when he went to the Big Ten Mart and killed Wilson while trying to rob the store. They say the next day he killed himself during a traffic stop in western Nebraska.
Thing that doesn't match up. It's that obvious, and it's not like we have. If you look at what was going on in his life beforehand, coming through the timeline, it matches up perfectly.
Police got cell phone evidence last week that helped put these pieces together in the case. Chief Kimball says some follow-up work is needed to officially close the case.
The race for Davenport mayor is now going at full speed. Last night, all 6 candidates faced off for the first time in a debate about women's issues. Your local election headquarters covered the event at the Davenport Library.
The questions focused on pay equity, affordable housing, and gun violence. Fox 18's Grace Runkle brings us what the candidates had to say.
Right now, the candidate list for Davenport mayor has half a dozen names on it. Dan Portes, Dean Weber, Elizabeth Van Camp, Mike Mattson, Rita Rawson, and Steve Duffy.
We've got some real good candidates.
For Third Ward resident Gary Susich, some of the topics hit home, especially homelessness.
For 3 years, I lived in the street.
Affordable housing in Davenport, in the Quad Cities, should be put as a priority.
Up on the hilltop, building those apartments. We need to expand that further out over to Washington Street and beyond.
If we adopt the housing first approach, that will be beneficial for the entire community, especially our rising homeless population.
Susich wants to hear more.
Keep going on what they're doing now.
Marcia Davenport says she didn't hear enough about one of the most important issues to her, public safety.
I would actually like to work on getting a little bit more strict with permits for carrying, concealed for carry.
Around here in the Quad Cities, it seems to be more juvenile. The kids have virtually nothing to do.
It's not going to change overnight, but we have to be committed in wanting to change it as a community.
Nobody offered, okay, I'm a Joe Blow citizen. How do I get involved? Show me how to get involved. We're the lambs following the leaders. But nobody offered how do we do this?
Davenport says she doesn't know whose name she'll be checking on the ballot, but she is getting closer to a decision.
I've got it down to about 3, so this really helped there.
Grace Runkle, Fox 18 News.
And here are the dates you need to know for the upcoming election. Take a look at your screen. The deadline to register to vote is September 27th, but you can still register in person on Election Day. The primary is October 8th, and the general election is 4 weeks later, November 5th. And the next mayoral debate will be on September 27th at St. Ambrose University. There are more road closures coming up that you probably need to know about. Of course, it's for the new I-74 bridge. Tomorrow, 12th Avenue will be closed between 18th and 19th Street from 7 to 7. And detour signs will be up to help you get around this closure during the time. And starting next Monday, 7th Avenue will be closed in both directions between 19th and 23rd Street.
7:04 on this Wednesday. 2 groups in the Quad Cities are working together to help women in crisis get a new start. Royal Neighbors of America presented 180 a check for $5,000. The Davenport group offers 4 programs for women, and these are women who've had problems with alcohol, domestic violence, prison, and more. The gift will help 180 open the first transitional home for women in the Quad Cities.
So when we heard about what 180 was doing here in the community, we thought that just meshes perfectly with our mission, and we're so proud of them and just excited to be a part of it. We're just happy to be able to support the work that they're doing and helping stabilize the community and empower these women who are going to come live in this home.
Royal Neighbors spent time yesterday getting the house ready by doing yard work.
Right now, the monarch butterfly population is declining, but there's a push to help turn that around. Starting with teaching kids. Many 3 to 5-year-olds had fun at Kinder Nature at the Quad City Botanical Center. They learned more about their life cycles and why milkweed is important, and a lot more.
What did you learn about monarch butterflies today?
Orange.
They're orange. What did you learn about monarch butterflies today?
Pink.
Yeah? Do you like them?
Yes.
Why?
Because I do.
She does. The kids also got to hear a story about monarchs.
Fun time over there. Well, across the country, communities are remembering the 18th anniversary of the September 11th attacks with tributes and services.
And here at home, the Rock Island Arsenal is hosting a Remembrance Walk that happens every year. And as we speak, people there are walking around the National Cemetery at the Arsenal. Fox 18's Andrea Medina joined us live. She's actually walking there, as you can see. Good morning, Andrea. Tell us a little bit more about what's happening right now.
Good morning, guys. The walk started just after 6:30 this morning, and we're actually more than halfway done with it. It's 2.5 miles long. It started at Memorial Park. Then we made our way to the National Cemetery. Now we're making our way back there. And joining me now is Sergeant Blake. Good morning to you. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to join the military.
My name is Staff Sergeant Shayna Blake. I joined the military to give my way back to the United States of America.
And, you know, how's that experience been like so far for you?
I enjoy it, to be honest. I really do. I enjoy every moment of it.
Now, you've only been at the Arsenal for a couple of months now, so this is your first Remembrance Walk. How has it been so far? I mean, this has been a time of reflection for so many people who are participating.
I actually like it. Like, it's not raining, so it's a nice, cool day. I just want to pay my respects to people that lost their life on 9/11.
And speaking of that, that day 18 years ago is something so meaningful to you and to your family, besides the fact that we had so many people lost. There's a connection to that to you.
Yes, I lost my uncle on my mom's side. He went to work one day and never returned.
And so how have you guys been able to manage that and be able to remember him after all these years?
Well, my family actually give a party, so it's like a birthday to remind him of him. So.
Yeah. And so what do you hope people are able to get out of this walk? We have a number of community members participating, an absurd amount. It's amazing just to see the amount of support here. What do you hope that they can get out of this walk here?
Just remember that we need to come together as one, and just remember the people that lost their lives. And it was a sad day, but it can be a happy one.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and thank you for your service again too. So we are, like I said, we're still completing the walk right now. We're heading back now. Again, this was 2.5 miles long, and we've had so many people out here. We've had soldiers, we had community members joining us all over from the Quad Cities. So right now, as something you'll notice as that Sergeant Blake is carrying some flags here. So we're actually on our way back now to place those flags down, and each flag represents the 2,977 people who did lose their lives 18 years ago. And then of course there's going to be a ceremony happening later on today at 10:30 this morning. People and everyone from the Quad Cities is invited, and all they have to do is just bring a valid ID and they'll be able to get on the base. Anchor Alexandria, back to you guys.
All right, Andrea, thanks for that. Yeah, very important and powerful ceremony that happens there every year on this day, as it should, as we continue to remember those who unfortunately were lost that day.
Absolutely, and thankfully the weather is nice for people to be out there. At least it's not raining, Ash, even though it's a little hot out there while they walk.
It is a little muggy for sure, but thankful for a nice calm morning here for all those going out to pay the remembrance. Really looking at partly cloudy skies here as we go through the day. Now we will see a chance for a few showers popping up on and off. Temperatures get back to the upper 80s just like yesterday. It's at 75 right now. Winds out of the south. 73 in Davenport. Dew point sitting right around 70. So those south winds going to continue to pump in that heat and humidity today. We're going to be looking at the chance for some overnight rain and then eventually showers by tomorrow. Will cool us off for the end of the week, but we are back up to right around 88, 89 here today. High humidity all day long, feeling like the mid-90s for a couple days, just like yesterday. Sticky, sticky, sticky day, but it'll get better eventually.
It will. will.
To hold out just a little bit,
Yeah.
and it seems like it's going to time up well with our weekend, actually, so that could be a good thing
Yes.
as well.
Could be as well. Yeah, I think Friday, Saturday should be pretty comfy.
Outdoor plans are a necessity.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Start them now. Get them
Get her
planned
done.
out. All right, Ash, thanks. Coming up, why Chance the Rapper decided to postpone his tour.
Oh, time now is 7:10.
You're watching Fox 18 News at 7.
Fox 18 News is live at 7 with Frederick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. You're watching Fox 18 News at 7 in high definition.